What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome everybody to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes, episode 711. 7 Heaven. Alright. My name is Brandon. Up above me, I've got Rob.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
In the middle, we've got Josh as always.
It's your boy.
Bottom left, we have Justine. And right above it, we have Phil. Oh my gosh. Guys? What's up? What's up?
While we're at it, Phil, what's that shirt, boy? I can't see it. It's cut off.
This?
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Is that Orcus?
Orcus the Demon Prince. It's from D&D. And, I mean, I think mythology in general, so.
You wasn't going to get by without me calling that out.
Right.
But, I mean, it's just fitting for later. That's why I wore the shirt today.
Understandable.
Ooh, underlying plot.
Phil, Brandon?
Drinks? Yeah. I'm just drinking a regular old Blue Moon. Just a regular alcoholic. I got a couple of them sitting here on the desk. So.
No orange? The fuck? Isn't that their thing?
It's
not in this pandemic, it's not.
You think I'm getting oranges?
You think I'm going to be able to get
I'm
oranges?
drinking another coffee stout for
Ooh, number 2. Must be good. Shout out. Okay.
Going full bottle tonight.
Oh, no.
Captain Morgan's Orange Vanilla Cream.
Someone's getting lit.
It's getting lit.
My man said pulling out the whole bottle.
Why pour into a cup? It's got to keep
Stationaries have having them work overtime, so.
It's quarantine. I ain't got solo cups to pour into. It's going right to the bottle.
All right, leading into quarantine here, folks. Due to that thing rolling around right now, a lot of us are staying at home. Some of us here, myself and Rob, are just hanging out for 2 weeks, staying safe. Brandon and Phil, they both are doing their thing, but trying their best to social distance. 6 feet and all.
I mean, no, I'm. For me, I'm not allowed on either campus right now, unless you are pre-approved by the dean. You cannot get on campus.
You both can work from home now.
Yeah, I don't even leave my house on a regular day, so it hasn't even really changed much.
Big facts. Cool.
I'm full essential.
Yeah, Justin's out here with a 2-meter stick, just slapping the hell out of
one out for Justin.
Spinning it in circles like a flail.
Yeah, he's doing it. So with that in mind, we wanted to just go over things that we're doing while we're at home, just hanging out. Be it game backlog or show backlog, anime backlog, stuff like that. I'll go first, and then we'll do our normal in a circle routine, which is Justin, Phil, Rob, Brandon. So basically, what I'm doing or trying the best for games, I'm really I bought Vampire like a couple weeks ago, so I'm gonna beat that. That was on Steam. Which I'm enjoying. I'm playing the shit out of the Warhammer DLC that we talked about last week. Those are the main 2 games I think I'm playing. Really. I'm thinking, I feel like there's another one that I wrote down. It's going to bug me if I don't say it. So I'm going to go to it. The Fire Emblem DLC. I bought that, and I've been playing that as well. That came out a couple months ago, and I just didn't know it came out. So I downloaded that, and I'm playing it. It just gives you an extra couple houses, but, hey. Shows I'm watching, Netflix has been pretty popping lately. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like every time I log in, there's something new to watch. So shout out to them.
They are putting a lot of content out.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of like stand-ups I was watching. Tom Segura just had one that was pretty funny.
I love that, man.
That motherfucker that takes his shirt off. I don't know what his name is, but he had one drop that was pretty funny. But I just started that Letter to the King. I know we were talking about it the other day. It's a decent show, but it's PG for no damn reason. They like purposefully like cut, like if the guy's about to get stabbed, they'll like WWE it where they like pan away to be like it's PG still. That fucking annoys me. But I just finished Unpromised Neverland. Anime fans, I suck. I've just never finished it. That shit was fire. I'm gonna catch up on Invaded. I'm on episode like 6 or 7. If you're not onto that, that's this season. That's pretty good. ReZero, I just never watched, but like the first episode, and that's coming out. The season 2 was delayed, but it's still coming out. I'm gonna watch that. Megalobox, I have like 5 episodes. I'm gonna finish that because why not? And then the one I'm in debate about because I barely watched it was Dr. Stone.
No, watch it.
That was like 20 episodes.
Yeah, but it's so good. Watch it
fine.
Immediately.
All right, well that's what I'm doing. So yeah, stuff and things and stuff.
All right, Justin, what you doing?
Shows. just catching up a lot of the docs really on Netflix. So most of them, your planet Earth, your seas, your space, all that cool stuff.
Okay.
I haven't caught up with any animes.
Did you watch the night one? It's like Our Planet at Night or whatever.
Really cool. I'm like halfway through that, I think. Half or 3/4. But game wise, running through Doom.
Literally.
Yeah, ripping and tearing. The ripping and the tearing. Then Animal Crossing. So the complete polar opposite of the ripping and the tearing. And just picked up Satisfactory. So those have been my 3 new.
Oh, that's what it's called, Satisfactory. I keep calling it stationary.
No, Satisfactory.
I find stationary satisfactory. So pens, pencils.
Yeah.
Philip,
Solid games.
what are you doing?
So
I haven't been catching up on any anime. I've been watching Shameless with my wife though, but I've been playing a lot. I played through Doom, finished Doom Eternal. It was a lot of fun. Then I just finished like 30 minutes before this Yakuza 0, and I started Shovel Knight.
Hey.
Ooh, Shovel Knight.
PC, Switch. What are you playing on?
Doom was on Xbox One. Yakuza 0's PS4, and Shovel Knight, I got the physical treasure trove version, which has all the DLC, like everything on it for Switch. So
Switch, thank you. Okay, cool. I was like, damn. Thought you hurt my feelings and ignored me, Phil. Broke my heart.
So I'm literally playing all my new consoles right now.
Nice.
At the same time, but still ain't watching anime. I feel like when you're playing the Switch, you can handhold it and like just sit and watch something.
You could do some shitty dubbed shit.
No, that's the thing. Like the one thing I loved about Yakuza 0 is that the voice acting is all in the original Japanese, and they do not English like dub it. It's just nope. You're getting subtitles in English, but we're not gonna change the Japanese language. That's fine. It was fun.
I'm okay with that.
Roberto.
Well, I stay caught up on anime, so I haven't really been backlogged on anything. But I did fuck up, and I just started rewatching Kami ga Kill. And
you never watched that?
No, I did, but I'm rewatching it.
Oh, why are you doing that? Yeah, you should.
I don't know. Netflix keeps like showing it to me. They're like, "You want to watch this?" And I'm like, "I don't. Be please." Sad.
I just really want to just be upset at my life.
But it's better than I remember it being. But it's also like, it's like it's trying to be Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones is really being Game of Thrones. Like it's just like, hey, you like this character? Dead.
Yeet.
Been playing some games. Not a lot of them. Mostly I've been playing Tales of Zestiria. I've been going through that. It's like maybe my 3rd time playing through. And I'm at the final boss right now, so wish me luck, everybody, because it's gonna be fine. But still.
All right, cool beans.
Cool beans. Gotta wet my lips for this one. Black Clover. I love it. And so far, it's been absolutely amazing. I'm only on like.
Are you actually watching it, or just watching like the 3 fucking recap episodes they come out with?
No, so I'm not caught up. I'm like in the baby beginning. I'm like maybe episode 14, 15, where it's like still good and there's no recapping. Watching that, and then every couple days I watch like a Studio Ghibli movie because they're just amazing. I watched Totoro like 3 times in the past like 2 months, and then
that's fair.
Playing just Siege, Apex. The only newer games I'm playing, or newer for me, single player games like Titan Souls, Enter the Gungeon, and that one other dungeon crawler. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Not worth it. But just random dungeon crawlers and stuff like that. I'm actually curious now. Now I gotta look at it.
All right, while Brandon does that, we're going to go on to some news because we got a lot to go over today. Well, medium amount to go over today.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Hyper Light, that's supposed to be last time.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Super good.
All right, Today actually we had a surprise Nintendo Direct thingy majiggy. Yeah, out of nowhere, Nintendo was just dropping it, so that was really interesting. We're just gonna do some cliff notes if we missed some stuff. Whoops. But we're just gonna go over some main things that we saw and liked. I'm sure you guys might add stuff that I didn't thumbnail, but hey, it is what it is. The big cliff notes I popped up was a bunch of 2K games being released to the Switch, which is just awesome. The list is as followed. XCOM 2 with all the stuff and things attached. The Borderlands Legacy Collection, which is every one but 3, basically. Bioshock Remastered, Bioshock 2, Bioshock 3, so all the Bioshocks. Just all the Bioshocks.
It's Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
It's the Bioshock collection, right?
Yeah, which is all 3, which is cool. The only thing I would play is maybe Borderlands. I feel like, especially how Borderlands 3 had really bad issues with like when you would go on your menu and it would just wreck the game. I couldn't imagine how even 2 would handle on a Switch. But I'm assuming if they ported it, they find a way. I think XCOM would be awesome on a Switch. But that game hurts my soul
Yeah,
when I play it.
XCOM is actually out of all of those because I played through all the Bioshocks and I bought the collection. Flip. I had Borderlands. Those are games I want to play on
Your Switch.
I wouldn't enjoy on my Switch.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine shooting.
XCOM 2, because of the tactical way of it, I could have fun with that on my Switch.
100%. It's just like that one game with the pig and the duck. Name I can't remember, but it's the same style.
It's some mutant
1 year
zero or something.
The mutant zero.
Yeah, that's actually on the Switch, which I thought about buying, but I just never have because everyone says it's like XCOM, and XCOM hurts.
A trailer looks sick. I never saw anything past it.
Yeah, the trailer was awesome.
Yeah,
anything with a duck in it, I'm down.
If you're a fan of the games, it's cool. I just don't know how these would run. Any kind of shooter, I just don't know, because if you're playing on your Switch, obviously if you have the Switch controller which is just like an Xbox or PlayStation controller and it's on your TV, sure, but at that point, what's the point? So the Switch is mainly to be portable, so I'm just like, I can't see myself playing any of those, like Borderlands, like landing shots with the thing.
Well, the worst part about that is like Switch is getting like really heavy into the crossplay with PC, so anything with multiplayer is going to be a problem.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
See. But yeah, they're out there, which is really cool. I like it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is a really popular game that I don't enjoy, did drop a surprise final DLC today, which basically adds a bunch of Fantastic Four characters and a whole new story mode, which is cool. It's just literally a whole new story. It has Storm, Rock Dude, Invisible Woman, Stretchy Guy, and Victor Von Doom.
You just pissed everybody off.
They know.
That's not fair.
You all know who it is.
Me and
Rock Dude. He doesn't even have like a catchy or difficult name.
And his regular name doesn't even have anything to do with rocks.
Rock Dude is literally more descriptive than his actual name.
Right.
That's fair. Ben Grimm. There you go. You happy?
That's better.
That's AKA Rock Dude. So that's out. If you're a fan of that game, I could never get into those because I don't like that style of game, but it's cool. It's
I haven't played one
exclusive.
Since PS2 or.
To be honest, to back Josh, if he said, "Yeah, that Fantastic Four guy, Ben Grimm," I had no idea.
Yeah, some people might not. If I say Rock Dude,
if he'd have just said his real name, like The Thing.
Yeah, no Rock Dude. That's money.
Yeah, it's solid. And then as well, the Bravely Default 2 demo did come out as well today. If you're into that, that's dope. They did drop a couple other games and tidbits that are going to be out eventually that I forgot. What was that game we just talked about? That's a remake.
Panzer
Dragoon remake.
Panzer Dragoon. Yep. So that'll be a remake for the Switch.
I don't think you said it. Did you say the definitive edition of Xenoblade?
I did not.
Okay, the definitive edition of Xenoblade was also.
That's cool. I did not know that. Yeah, I know we mentioned it.
And the new one, the future whatchamacallit.
Yeah, and it comes with an epilogue, kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has currently on Switch, a standalone prequel story to that. So
the Xenoblade for the Wii U was fire.
That's the one that's having that
game was awesome.
This is the one for Wii. This is the first one for Wii.
Oh, okay.
The one for Wii U is Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Well, then I don't care anymore.
Yeah. The one for the Wii U was really good. I will admit, I was one of the few people on the earth that had a Wii U and still used
Yeah,
it.
and you screwed me over because you said that, and then they came out with
What?
2, and I was like,
I'm sorry.
Josh knows things about stuff, so I bought 2, and 2 is fucking garbage.
It did not get very well reviewed. I will admit.
It took me like 3 years to be able to like trade it in. They wouldn't take it. They were like, "No, you deal with it." And I was like, "No, you deal with it. You sold it to me."
That's fair. All right, on to the next. I guess obviously we'll link everything at the bottom, probably in the YouTube, not much in the Twitch. But if you want to look at the whole lineup and even watch the direct itself, but we're gonna go on to. We reported on this last week or the week before about PS5's backwards compatibility. How
and then they shit on it.
Yeah, during their last conference, basically they were very mum on the topic, and a lot of people were like, "Whoa, what do you mean? What's going on here?" So they did go back and rephrase. It's going to have like 4,000 games available, which is someone like Phil who loves his old games. That's a big deal. So just wanted to notate that because, again, they were super mum. The guy, I think he said like 100 at first.
I think he said it was like top 100 titles.
Yeah,
he said something like that. Yeah, and then everybody was upset, and he was like, "Wait! What we meant to say was like 4,000 plus, which is a huge difference."
Yeah, so they probably went back, looked at the situation, and they were like, "Oh shit, let's not Xbox 360 or 1, whatever it was, 1." But yeah, so that's good. Huzzah! We play our old games.
The big thing is, and I'm glad we brought this back up. I'm very, very happy for this. I have a lot of, I think I'm up to about 80 or 90 PS4 games. And
that's impressive.
I've probably played through 20 something of them. I have a lot of stuff I want to be able to play, and I want to be able to put my launch PS4 away. So
you don't have to, have 2 out.
If I can pop the disc in on my PS5 and play it, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
The one thing is we're, because this is 2 consoles, the Xbox Series X they're already like, yep, we're gonna play all regular Xbox One games and all the backwards compatibility that has. And people are like, PS5 isn't doing too great with that because you can go all the way back to the OG Xbox on the Xbox One. There's 40 titles of the I think there's 400 plus games on the original Xbox. I don't like that statement of like the Xbox One can play, OG Xbox. Like, no, it can't. It plays a select few. None of the really great ones that aren't on there. So I'm just gonna put that out there. That statement is false and stupid. I don't like that statement. They're like, you can play all the way back to OG Xbox. Sure, the games you've played 800 million times.
Yeah, you heard that, Phil Spencer, you son of a bitch.
This is Philip
If it
Kristowski.
can play
He spoke
literally
his mind.
let it play the entire libraries, and then you'll have my attention.
Big facts. More news with the PS5. I read this cool little article that I wanted to just go off of here. How, in layman's terms, Sony wants their PS5 to run as quickly and easily as Netflix. Now, with all the specs finally being out there, a lot of people are really hyping up how the Xbox has more floppies than the PlayStation 5. But PlayStation 5 isn't really concerned. They really think that the efficiency and the speed of the console itself is really going to help. The whole being able to boot multiple games up at once. So, you could be playing one game, I could just pause it, literally boot another game, and it's instantaneous. Again, they just want it to feel like you can load games immediately and know exactly how much time a given activity is going to take. So you know exactly how much you're going to be able to just boot up and play, multiple things at once, which is pretty cool. So, hey, that's what's up. Because I know a lot of people, when the PS4 originally came out, and I agree with this, I did not like their OS. Like the way the PS4 loads and turns on and sometimes takes a minute. And it pops up and you got to go over to your stuff. It could be a little bit better. That was one thing, because I originally did, when the last consoles launched, I had an Xbox. And I liked the Xbox's OS better. I still do. So hopefully they improved on that and makes it a little bit easier.
Did you like the Xbox One OS?
Compared to Sony's, I did. I still do.
I feel like that's regional though, because they don't get those complaints in other parts of the world. That's a specific to America and kind of European related areas.
A lot of that is because Japan gets everything first, so they'll have a new PS4 update probably a month or 2 early.
Yeah.
So a lot of those complaints you don't hear about until it's like, why aren't we getting that yet? Well, it's because Sony's based in Japan, so that's where all of their money is really coming in from.
Yeah. But I just wanted to notate that. Thought it was interesting.
I kind of agree with this because this new console generation isn't a big leap from like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. We're not making a huge leap right now. So graphically or something like that, I don't think there's going to be anything that's really going to push graphics right now or gameplay right now. So speed is what you should be focusing on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quality of life.
Yeah, like if your thing can run things quicker, sure. Like that just allows you to. Like I'm not sitting in loading screens for this 300 gigabyte Call of Duty. I don't buy the new Call of Duties. Well, I regret always buying the new Call of Duties. To load, it's trying to be super realistic graphics when it's everything's slow and you get frame drops. Why not have everything just quick?
You get spawn kills and claymores don't work and.
If the Pro had an SSD, I think we'd all be fine with it. To be completely honest, I was hoping it would, but it didn't. Whatever. But another new thing which I thought was interesting is Nintendo got a little bit upset with Sony recently. I know you're all familiar with Dreams. We've talked about it a couple of times now, but basically, a person made a very simple, like Mario-esque character, made it himself. And had some music in there and stuff, and Nintendo was just kind of like, "Hey, stop it,
stop it,
just stop it." I personally think that's a little extreme because the dude had to make it himself and do it all, and it's not really Sony's place to be like, "Whatever, no, we don't care," because mods exist and you can do whatever you want in mods, and it's not like.
Well, no, you can't. Not on Sony. So that's the funny thing about this, like, is that like Sony's on the defensive on this side of it, but like literally when Bethesda was like trying to push the whole mods in their games thing, Sony was like, "Hey, now, like, let's not have anything like exterior as far as assets go." So, and they were super strict about it compared to like PC doesn't give a shit about anything, and then Microsoft for their Xbox was a little stricter than PC, but comparatively, like in any Bethesda games on Sony, yeah, you can play modded files and shit, but like no exterior assets whatsoever. But I still kind of think Nintendo's tripping a little bit because they need to loosen up with their IPs like slightly.
I agree. The other lame thing is it was literally like 10 platforms. Like, who the fuck cares? It was literally like 10 like if you watch the video, the man, like, you could run the entire level, we'll call it, in like 30 seconds to a minute. Like, it's really, really small. I mean, for the amount of effort that he put into it versus how much it's really like quote unquote stealing. I get, like Josh brought up the point that it's just bringing attention to Dreams, and so Nintendo's technically losing money because Sony's gaining popularity just based on the game, but it's still kind of lame.
I don't think they're losing anything. I think it's free publicity for Mario, if anything. I don't know. They do this a lot. Like, Nintendo's really strict about this. Like, anytime
anything Pokemon,
Pokemon, somebody tries to make a Pokemon game that's good, that isn't them, they freak out.
Shots fired.
So.
Yeah, chill out, Nintendo. If you're watching,
chill out, Nintendo.
Calm the fuck down.
I don't know how to say that in Japanese, but
I'll Google it later.
Just don't try it. We'll stop.
I'm not gonna attempt it either.
So we got a little rumor mill running, exclusive inside scoop, not really. So recently on the PlayStation Store, excuse me, and on their website, the only on PlayStation logo is now gone from God of War. Which has led the community to go crazy and thinking it's going to be much like Zero Dawn push to PC, which makes complete sense. They've now done it with Zero Dawn. Zero Dawn. The game I wanted to say was that walking game, Death Stranding.
That walking
and
game,
now,
walking simulator.
Yeah, and now this, which that game is beautiful, so that'd be awesome for PC people to just be able to play it. And I know when it first came out, I remember there were ways people were like hacking it to play it on their PC. I read articles about it. So people wanted to play it on the PC. So that's going to be awesome if they actually do that. I know a lot of people still might be upset because like people were upset at Zero Dawn for some reason to be like, whoa, like the game came out 3 years ago, like calm the fuck down. But they were quite upset. But I have no problem with it. It brings more attention to the game. It gets the developers more money to make a sequel. So thoughts?
Yeah,
opinions,
only good
concerns?
things can come of it.
More boy.
Behind it.
I mean, yeah, boy. I mean, if you think about it, the game's been out for 2-ish years. I think it came out
something like that.
early 2018 because I remember I got it this.
It's been
Yeah,
that
before the
long
summer.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's
Wow.
it's like $15 now. Like you can get it for like really cheap.
I don't think he meant the game. I think he meant like 2018 feels like yesterday.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
weird.
Um,
In this room.
so having it come to PC is fine. The PC people that don't want to buy consoles because they don't feel like they need to can play it. And then all the developers have to do is when they're making God of War 2. There's no reason not to. They made a ton of money. The game is highly praised. Okay, it comes out for PS5. It's gonna be on the PS5 first for a 2-year timestamp again. Maybe these PC players are like, I have some money laying around. Why don't I just get a PS5 and play God of War right off the bat?
Nah, no beef.
No,
But hey, some people are crazy.
it's acceptable.
They get angry real quickly. All right, we haven't dunked on Stadia in a while.
I think we did
So-
every
Sure, I think we
episode,
do
but
that every week.
No,
Yeah, I think
it's
we-
been like 2 weeks.
No,
It's. I
We
feel
did
like
it
it's been like
last-
2 weeks.
I want you to read
No,
this
it
title
was
word
definitely
for
last
word,
stream.
though.
Brandon.
Look, y'all. Stadia ain't got none. All right, it ain't got none in a while, and it's basically Stadia's on tender right now. They really looking for that quick, dirty hookup,
desperate.
seeking for the community help.
They swiping for devs.
That's what.
They are
basically.
dev thirsty. That is true.
Yeah. So basically, Stadia's in a really tough shape. They're now launching this thing called Stadia Maker, which basically is to attract indie devs. Because we did report on this like 2-3 weeks ago, where Stadia was asking indie devs to join on, make a game, but they weren't really giving them anything. They were giving them no guarantees. They were just like, yeah, make a game for us. And they're like, but why we just want to make it for everybody? 'Cause we're
Well,
not
the
crazy.
quote that I thought was funny from when we reported on that was that like they weren't willing to pay enough money to even talk about how much money they were going to pay. Like that was
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah, it was just
Where
kind of like, hey, just
They're
do
like,
it.
we don't need to discuss that right now. You just make it, and we'll see what happens. Like, no, you're a huge corporation. Like, pay
Yeah,
me.
I mean, we already know they're probably not going to pay much because some devs have already said like Stadia was going to pay them almost nothing to make stuff exclusively for them. I think we talked about that a week or 2 ago.
Yeah.
So it's probably not a lot.
Yeah. So basically, the incentive here is to partner and do this Unity, because you do have to use Unity 2019.3 to be included in this. But you do get that Unity program. You get 5 physical dev kits, they said, and as well as Google will provide some funding to offset the costs of everything. Some quotations, we have no idea. It's open to devs as long as they use Unity. And as long as they plan to release their game in 2020 to 2021, and to obviously put it on Stadia.
I'm gonna apply.
Yeah, you can.
I think I'm gonna just apply. How do I apply, Josh?
Oh, here, I'll put the link in it because fuck it.
Private
So this is
company.
There you
just
go.
open to literally anybody who can download Unity.
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, the partner
it says you
information
should
is
be
literally like private company. You need an employer tax ID, how many employees you have, and a company website.
Okay, so 30 minutes, and you're good to go.
30 minutes and you can apply.
That paperwork isn't even like hard to fill out. All right.
It's interesting. I mean, they're trying, ish. You know.
Is there
Hey.
was there any mention of like a breach of contract if you don't finish the game on time?
No. This was a positive article. There was none of that. It was
Okay. Because I think that would be
Yeah.
funny
It's in a-
if we
it's in a
just,
small
as a
print.
group, sign up and then just like, oh, what are you gonna do, Google?
Get 5 Stadia dev kits.
I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with Google.
I mean,
I'm gonna let
That's
you-
a fair
you,
point.
You can do that. You can go fuck with Google.
I could find my code for Pong It
like
was my
35
senior
interns. Beat your ass.
assignment.
Just make a Stadia exclusive Pong.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
From
it's got
Gather
like 4
5.
versions. Yeah, I had to write it for my last project for my
Wait,
game design degree.
DLC, each one of the balls is one of our heads.
But
We get skins.
I thought that
like
was
the
gonna
ball's a
already
different
be.
thing.
Ooh, yeah.
it's like one version's just like 2 lines and a square. Then one's in full 3D.
Are we doing this?
Ooh, I think we're doing this.
I have to find the code. I have no
Leave
idea.
the
where
stream.
it's at.
Cut it off.
Oh god.
We
It
can't
is
let anyone
Pong,
know.
which I'm pretty sure Atari will get really angry at us.
It also makes me wonder, since they gave that like full year date to do this, if maybe we're gonna see Stadia maybe start disappearing after 21 if nobody really takes off with this idea.
Well, yeah. Google
We
has
can
enough
only
money.
hope.
Yeah,
So there,
no,
indie
no.
developers, don't you fucking dare.
Because I mean, they didn't get any major devs, so now they're giving a full year's
Now they're
worth
just going to anybody.
of indie devs a full year to apply, with partial pay, dev kits, and assistance. I'm sure of any other kind, like the offset and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can we
I
also just throw out
understand.
here that this is like the saddest thing I've ever seen a company do? Like a real company.
Hey, look, they're trying. Could you imagine though? So they're at least trying to stay afloat. Where like the thing we like, which we wish was succeeding, was GeForce Now. The thing that they're not charging monthly, and you could play your
Well,
own
they're
games.
still doing better than Stadia.
Well, that's the problem. So all the people left GeForce Now because they're not getting any kickback. Stadia's doing it at least
Yeah.
the right way, where they're like, we need that kickback, but no one's paying full price for a fucking game that you already own to digitally own and play nowhere, kind of, maybe.
Yeah,
Nowhere unless
and
you
that's
have,
the funny thing. Like they're sending dev kits, but and I understand, right? Like it's something to do developmental tools with, but isn't the whole thing about Stadia is you can play it anywhere? Why don't I download the development software on my computer? There's my dev kit. So I
Yeah,
just
who
think
knows?
it's funny.
I would like to see it succeed. It's just I don't know,
Would you?
I don't want Stadia to succeed.
Yeah, I don't.
Episode
Hey,
4, Josh, did
fuck
not
it.
seem like he wanted it to
Yeah.
succeed at all.
man. No, they suck. They suck. I would like them to not suck, but they suck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the better version of that already exists, and that's GeForce Now. So,
Yeah,
fuck
I
'em.
mean, I agree.
like, fuck Stadia. Period.
You heard that. Put it on a shirt,
Ellipses.
folks.
I guess
on the
ellipses
first.
for like a year.
Fuck
Heard here
them, dot,
first.
dot, dot. All right.
Just out here just trying to coax anybody. Please make us a game.
I love that
Anyone.
blank statement. Yo, just fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah. I had to put the arm up specifically to say it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
A
So
little
there
teapot.
is.
I love that the
There is
arm
still
looks
a
like it's on
G-
his bike. It just
It does look like that. Yeah, just hanging out and
Be my
cycling.
baby.
Yeah.
You know how it
Quarantine,
is.
you got to get that workout.
Quarantine
you know?
cycling.
I rode that from downstairs. All right, GDC. August.
GDC.
GDC.
It's August 4th. Obviously it was canceled. I think it was scheduled for May. I'm pretty sure. But it got pushed back due to their virus that's eating the world. But it is now scheduled for August 4th, which is cool. It'll be from the 4th to the 6th, and it's going to be held in San Francisco at the Moscone Center, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's gonna be yeah, probably not. It's gonna be exactly what it normally is, still the tech show where they go over stuff that we barely understand, but you know, investors get and all the people that write the articles get. Much like the Sony article or the Sony video that came out 2 weeks ago or a week ago, time's flying. That's where that was supposed to air. That's why a lot of people were upset at Sony. Not upset, but they were like, "Hey, we don't understand what this is," because it was supposed to be a GDC, so it was more techy. But if anybody wants to sponsor us to go, we'll do it. They just got to pay for everything. So yeah,
Provide masks and gloves.
masks. And...
Yeah,
Hopefully, we're not dealing with this
You
in
can get them
August.
from Grey's Anatomy or whatever show is on TV now that still has them. So,
I don't
yeah.
think that show's on anymore, but
I don't know. I
No,
don't watch.
it is.
Is it?
it
It's
is.
super
Okay.
still
Episode
on.
30.
Yeah, I could have sworn.
Grey's Anatomy is definitely still on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
Just like
donated
season 400.
like all their stuff.
Yeah, but that's it for the main news. So we're gonna shoot over to speedrun, get it going here.
Speed,
Before we do that, just so everybody knows, if you don't feel like watching the conference, we will cover the conference on the 6th of August. So you can just catch the highlights with us that Thursday.
Yep. All right.
If we don't,
I had to
free
check a
stuff.
calendar.
Yeah. Free
Let's go
stuff.
fast.
Free.
free
I
stuff.
love free. What's free, Josh?
Yeah, right now you can get Child of Light for free till the 38th, so 2 days from now. You go to Uplay, their app.
The 28th.
What did I just say?
The 38th.
Yeah, so if you break the laws of physics and make the month longer,
that's not physics. That's just made up shit by Greek people.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The 28th. I already did it. It's like 3 gigs. It was cool. I never played the game. I have family members that played it and said it was really cool. But you do have to go directly to the Uplay website and then have their launcher on PC. And it is only on PC. I apologize if I didn't say that as well. And it just, it's free. So yeah, get it, love it, play it till the 28th. 28th. Bleach is coming back. That article just popped up recently. It's going to be in 2021, but the 1,000-Year War arc, I think they're covering, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what's up.
I think the manga is still going on, but they stopped making the show.
No, the manga's
like
also
2012.
over.
Really? Did it?
The manga's been over for years now, also.
I thought so.
Because they stopped making the show in 2012.
Yeah.
2012. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Too long ago.
So yeah, if you're into Bleach, be hype. I mean, it's not till 2021, so hey, but
so don't get too hype.
They're doing it. Yes. This one little thing I thought was cool. Again, with what we're going on right now around the world, a lot of things closed and not available to do anything. But NASCAR racers and F1 racers have recently just been playing their sport on video games, which is really cool. F1 did it as well as NASCAR. They both had
with
hundreds of thousands of people watching. Yeah. Which I think is really cool, as well as it's a testament to how cool the driving gear is now. Like, you can get a wheel that has like resistance, and you can get your clutch and everything, and pretty much drive in a simulated racing game. And it's very accurate if you get one that's expensive enough.
Honestly, I find it hard to believe that they don't think that that's in some way like patronizing.
How so? Yeah, you like,
well, because like,
well, it doesn't take the same physical toll on your body, obviously. But
right.
Other than that,
I would just think like some of them would have complaints. Like if I worked at McDonald's and then I played like Burger Time, I wouldn't, like I'd be like, this isn't the same.
You can't take the scrutiny. Like, yeah, they don't like cuss you out and yell at you for your fries being cold. Like, it happens in real life.
Oh,
sure.
That's coming soon. DLC for Burger Time.
DLC for Burger Time.
Summer.
My fries are cold.
If you're trying to get your pilot's license, you can actually do it, all of your training on a simulator, and you can get your license. You need to do 500 hours on these simulators. They're made to be very, very realistic. I flew under the arch in one because we visited the flight safety place here in St. Louis when I was an undergrad. So it has all this. It's made to look like an actual cockpit of an airplane for the size of plane you're trying to get your license for.
Yeah, so that's interesting. The things you can do with games. The more you know.
That and learn to murder hookers. Apparently.
Now, here's something for you, because you're the big sports person, Josh.
Sure.
Do you think that during this whole, you play more Madden than anybody else, I can guarantee in this chat?
Probably.
Yeah, because it's
At
just
all.
us.
If the NFL was like, hey, during this whole, pandemic, thing going on, like Sundays, we're gonna throw up what games we're supposed to play on Madden, and just
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there,
But
Chief.
they just give Marshawn Lynch a controller, figure it out.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Chief.
No?
That'd be great if Madden was a good game, but it's broken as fuck. So no.
You know what I'm saying? If there was if it was a good game.
Yeah, if it was good, yeah, sure.
They
But
just put the coaches against each other.
Racing simulators are so realistic and accurate. Where Madden, they throw the ball to a guy and he like catches it out of bounds all derpy and shit, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, he literally would catch the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Could you watch a sport during an off season of a video game of the sport?
Nah, not of that.
So.
Racing is one thing, but that's just not there yet. But
I don't think it'd be fun in either situation. I also wouldn't want to watch NASCAR anyway.
Yeah,
so that's kind of.
And they make another left
I'd
turn.
prefer to never watch it if I could.
Yeah,
if I could just get away from it entirely and just move to a world where it's not a thing.
In a world where NASCAR doesn't exist. Oh, that's funny. All right,
I just think it's funny that, like, real competitors can just pause. Like, that's just funny to me. Like, it's like, oh, this race is getting intense. Boop. hang on, I gotta go piss for a second. Like that's just funny to me.
They wouldn't do that. Free games for April for PlayStation came out. Woo woo. It's Uncharted 4. If you haven't played that, that's there. And Dirt Rally 2.0. Neither of which I played, but I heard Uncharted's good. I just never could
Uncharted
go
is very good.
play the old ones. I wanted to play all of them, and it was too far gone now. I can't go back that far and play the first one. I can't.
Why? You can play.
No,
they
I
have the
physically can play. It just looks like shit. I don't like it.
No, like you have the HD remasters.
Yeah, I played it
They're on PS4.
but this was early, but it was PlayStation. What's their streaming thing? Whatever that is.
PlayStation Now.
Yeah, I played it on there when it was early, I guess, and it just didn't play very well. And I was like,
well, that only goes up to like 720p.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't like it, and I never tried again.
You can get the Uncharted collection, which is 1, 2, and 3 HD remastered on PS4.
Yeah, but that's not retextured though.
Yeah.
It's good. Go play them. The fourth one is the great ending to the story. You need to go play it.
All right, cool. Not a sponsor.
It is called A Thief's End, so it being the end is pretty
thiefy.
I was gonna say accurate, but yeah, thiefy. Hashtag thiefy.
They're synonyms.
Same thing. Yeah. One thing I thought was cool, or someone did here. Minecraft's getting free educational content while schools are closed. So all of you, Gen, what are we? Gen Z? I don't know.
No.
Whatever Gen it is.
Technically, we are.
I don't know. All these young motherfuckers.
The young people? What generation they are?
All you
think Gen
youngsters
Z?
Gen Z.
If
it's high school.
Yeah, can get on
I
Minecraft.
don't know how long that goes.
Basically, you can go into little 3D Minecraft worlds and visit like the Washington D.C. landmarks. Learn about stuff. You can go to like marine biology. Learn. I don't know how it works, but you can learn and look at a bunch of cool stuff. We'll link it there if you want to go on Minecraft.
It's just their answer to Schoology. Like Schoology, Scholastics, all these places offered basically their entire libraries for free because schools are out. I thought it was pretty dope. Because imagine being,
it is, but isn't everything like cubed?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, imagine being like, okay, you're not 20 something, you're not almost 30, you're 8 years old. You don't have school. And your favorite game just came out with all of these things. Yeah, exactly.
I'm scared.
And your parents aren't beating you.
Well, I can't.
All right.
Relate now.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
You lost me
I'm
at not beating me.
I'm out.
I feel like that would be the same thing as like if I was playing GTA and they were like, "Hey, do you want to come to the library?" No, I don't. I want to.
That's completely different.
This homeless person.
You were still cutting people up with katanas. They're not doing that in Minecraft. They're finding diamonds.
You can cut people with swords in Minecraft, though.
Whatever. I've never even played it. Anyways,
I think it's cool.
The mini PC TurboGrafx 16 is being released. Basically, it's an answer to the small mini SNES console and NES console that they came out with. I don't know how many games it's releasing with. I think 60. Was that it? 60?
50.
50.
Some of them have... Most of them have the PC Engine version, which is the Japanese, and the TurboGrafx 16, which is the North American version.
Which is better than the Sony PlayStation 1 Classic that came out with all of the European versions that did not work.
They didn't work.
That thing came out with 20 games, and they were like
the PS
good ones and all bad.
Do what? Has
anybody modded the PS Mini yet to contain the entire PS library?
You can load ROMs. You can load ROMs onto it. It's just like literally the game. You just do it for the console nostalgia, like the physical nostalgia of it.
Or you can just buy one for cheap.
Or you can just emulate it like a normal human.
I'm just gonna emulate it.
Phil's head's about to fucking explode.
The first thing I did when I got my
he plays emulators. I don't know why he's fronting.
Actually, I currently don't. So.
Ooh.
Currently, I lived with him for 4 years. He plays in emulators.
Know your place, Brandon.
No need.
I know where it is. It's beside him. Anyways.
All right.
The game we've all been waiting for this week that comes out tomorrow in a beta form.
Tomorrow. Late. Can we mention how late it's coming out?
Yeah, at 8 p.m. for us, which is going to be real bogus, but it's whatever. Yeah. Quarantine time.
It's probably not going to work. Predator's Hunting Ground. You can get the beta this Friday.
tomorrow,
Saturday.
depending on whatever
Friday,
time.
Saturday,
Friday.
Which it's really cool. I'm excited for it. I hope it doesn't suck. It's
Yeah.
very similar to the Friday the 13th game, except you're 4 dudes in a
Predator.
jungle. Yeah, fighting a guy.
4 dudes in a jungle. That sounds like our DLC.
If I don't get like the scene where he's like, "You crazy son of a bitch," and they fucking.
Yeah. I love that the
Do the
trailer did say get to the chopper, and I was upset that it was ER instead of just A. It's just bogus.
Yeah, I need all of that in my
Did
life. But
they?
again,
You son of a bitch.
I didn't watch any trailers, Justin.
They released
The multiplayer one?
trailer today or yesterday, showing off some of the stuff, and like they showed off the smart disc.
Yeah.
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. How you throw it and you can actually then control it, like its path through air.
Ooh.
I'm with it.
They stole that from the Xena Warrior Princess game, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That was my initial
Next
reaction.
subject.
Yeah. That's it for a speed run that wasn't very fast, but hey, we went over stuff. So whatever. Speed run. So now we're gonna go over a lot of games that come out this week. There's a decent amount, pretty good week, as well as last week. So hey, releasing and relevant.
Bet.
Yep. So I'm gonna go over all the games that are coming out. I believe. Do we have a list?
We don't have a list on screen today, no.
No list.
It was too many. It was so many.
It's fine. Tis okay. I will go over them. Bear with me. It's a decent sized list, so I'll talk and everyone will listen, and we'll try our best here. Half-Life Alyx did come out for PC VR this Tuesday. I'm gonna say PC VR because it's VR. You can't play it on PC.
So.
Yeah.
There is a PC version coming though. I've heard word of that already in the works.
They're gonna make it not VR only.
Yes.
We'll see. Bleeding Edge on PC and Xbox came out March 24th. The newest DLC for Ghost Recon has also come out on all consoles but Switch, so PC, PS4, and Xbox March 24th, which looks like they had an expansion and a DLC. Yeah, it was two in one. Cool. I don't know why they would do that, but yeah, that's out.
Deep State's its own thing, and I think the Ghost experience, I think they're bringing Sam Fisher from the Splinter Cell series into the game.
They just won't make his own damn game.
Nope.
They're like,
Let's
not make a game. They're doing everything they can to just not make money. Moons of Madness is coming out for PS4 and Xbox on March 24th. War Tile, which is a game I like, is coming to consoles. It was already on PC. It's on PS4 and Xbox March 24th. 2 Point Hospital had a DLC come out recently. For the PC, it comes out March 25th, so yesterday. That game did just recently come to Xbox and PlayStation 4. It has been on PC for a pretty long time now. Assemble with Care is coming out on PC March 26th. I'm gonna butcher this. Biped is coming out for PC March 26th. Biped?
Biped.
I don't know.
Like bipedal, yeah.
Biped?
Biped? That's, I don't know. I said I'm a murderer.
Damn, girl, you gonna get biped.
Maybe. Get biped soon, March 26th. Borderlands 3 had their DLC come out today for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I'm hearing some good things about that. Also hearing some good things. Control had its DLC come out for PC and PS4 today as well. That's getting really good praise. Grand Guilds comes out for PC and the Switch today as well. Lost Words Beyond the Page comes out on Stadia tomorrow. One Piece Pirate Warriors comes out for PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch tomorrow. And Saints Row: The Re-Elected is coming out for the Switch. I feel like that's just a port, right?
Yeah.
For Saints Row is coming out on the Switch tomorrow as well.
And then also today, if you watch the Nintendo Direct, Panzer Dragoon Remake came out today on the Switch, and one more game that I've completely blanked on.
Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi Academy. If you didn't play it on GameCube, PS2, or Xbox back in the day, you can play it on Switch now.
With an online experience.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
16 people.
Ooh, ah. So we're gonna go to our Fuck, Marry, Kill list for the week. Pretty long list for this week.
Do it, baby.
Yeah, so we'll do the same thing as we did before. We'll go with me, go in a circle, and then we'll go from there. I feel like I should include Half-Life on this list, but I don't have a VR. But we're gonna pretend in a world where Josh has a VR. We're gonna fuck Half-Life Alyx because I literally would probably play it halfway like I always do most of my games, and then I would stop playing it. So that's what that's gonna. It looks really
the
cool.
look
and
of
fun.
disappointment from Phil.
I guarantee you, I would not finish it.
Make sure I finish them.
That's fair. I wouldn't. So that's that. I'm going to marry War Tile on PS4 and Xbox. I already have it on PC. It's really fun. So I wouldn't probably get it for PS4, but if I didn't have a PC, I would buy it and play the shit out of it. And we're going to kill. What are we gonna kill? What do I care to kill? What do I care to kill? One Piece, because fuck anime games. They always suck. So we'll kill One Piece. Make good anime games, please, for the love of God. Just, if they made them well, they're just always bad. They're the new movie games that suck.
So I think there's so many anime games that get made that
it's so saturated.
The bad ones kind of saturated out, but there are some good ones.
Well, Justin.
I'm gonna marry Half-Life. Just because I've seen a lot of good reviews. I really want to get back into the VR field. I need to get mine back up and running. But the amount of things that are like you can interact with and how different things interact with each other with the physics base and just the little niche details that they went through are really impressive to me. So I'd really like to get in with that. I'm gonna do a quickie, probably with Assemble with Care because it looks fun, it looks neat. I really enjoy the art style to it. It's kind of hand-drawn cartoony, but then again, it's kind of really close to the life. You have to check it out. I think it's really neat. Probably gonna kill Ghost Recon because there's still nothing interested to bring me to that game yet still.
That's fair.
And they keep bringing out more DLCs and expansions.
Big points. They should. They're trying to fix it, I think, but
they're trying, and nothing's clicked yet.
Yeah.
Felipe, what are you doing, bro?
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm gonna marry Half-Life Alex. I don't have a VR, actually, but this would be like based off everything being said and how it's like defining VR would be a reason. Okay, I need to get a VR now. To me, this is probably what they've been working on, since they're Left 4 Dead. Like they probably were like, we're done with Left 4 Dead. Let's make a new Half-Life game, and then like in mid-development, they're like, oh, VR. So they started over because Valve hasn't like made anything in a while. So they've probably just been working on this without telling anybody. So that's why I'm assuming why it's so great. They didn't just like throw it together.
Yeah.
And I loved Half-Life 2, so you need to get that. I'd probably F One Piece. It is a Warriors style game, which are games I can play for a little bit, have some fun, just beating up people, beating up mobs or things, and then put it to the side. And then kill. I would say the game for Stadia because I just want Stadia to die, not just because I think it's terrible, but it also
Lost words.
Yeah, Stadia in its like essence goes against me as a collector, but that aside, I won't say that because I don't know much about that game. I will say Ghost Recon DLC. That too. You can kill them both. One shot, one bullet, 2 kills.
Collab them.
Yeah.
All right, Roberto.
Let's see. All right. I'm gonna fuck. I just got a notification.
Please.
What, saying fuck?
Yeah. Just the way you say it.
Do I say fuck weird?
I'm gonna fuck.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'll not use that anymore.
It's the build up.
It's the build up to it.
It gets me going.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck. I lost it. I had it, and then I lost what I was gonna fuck. I had like a thing. I guess I'm going to. Well, I'll come back to that. I'm gonna marry Saints Row 4. Because I love that game. Like, it's not as good as 2, but in lieu of another Saints Row game, sure. Like, I would definitely like to play that again. I'm going to. I guess we'll go back to fuck now. I'll say the 2 Point Hospital DLC because that might be fun for like a little bit. And kill. I'm gonna the Stadia game because fuck Stadia, and also fuck that game simply because there's no way that I'm gonna play that game. It's no reflection on the game whatsoever. I'm just not gonna play that fucking game ever, even if it was off of Stadia. But also because it's on Stadia, die.
Oof.
Jesus.
Ouch.
All right, Brandon, holler for
Cool.
$1.
Mine's gonna be really fast. I'd really like to fuck Borderlands 3. I haven't played one
So you
since
gotta fuck the original game.
I haven't played one since the first one. Well, I haven't played one since the first one. No, I didn't play 2. I played all the DLC through the first one. It was amazing. But I kind of fell out of single player games. That was back when I was playing a lot of Xbox by itself and no PC. I would probably marry Half-Life Alex. I did watch Donkey's review of it, and it was pretty hilarious. And I have a VR headset, and I've played a lot of Super Hot, and I had a lot of fun in it. And I want to like do a 3-way collat and just kill Bleeding Edge, Ghost Recon DLCs like in combination. Bleeding Edge disappointed me so badly. Like we were looking for a game all week, and I saw it announced, and I saw it was coming out. What was it 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago, and I was like, okay, this is it. Watch somebody live stream it. It took this man like 15 minutes to kill one dude, and I was like, nope, rip. But yeah, the Borderlands one should be good. They never make a bad DLC, I feel like.
Yeah. I want to go
They're
to
really good.
Yeah. Borderlands is good. But I talked over phone, I stopped myself and then was just waiting. But Bleeding Edge, we'll go to that real quick because it's Ninja Theory's next game. It had a lot of hype around it. It looks really well done. Like
it looks
visually,
beautiful.
like the design of the characters, the maps. It's just they didn't think it out enough where it plays like Overwatch mixed with For Honor, and they just didn't.
Yeah, the time to kill is so long. Like it's got MOBA time to kill, which you can't have in a first-person shooter.
Yeah, no, and it's not a first-person shooter. It's like a
third person.
Only.
Sorry, third person.
Yeah, and it I think it had a beta, but it was like 2 days and like a week ago. So they didn't have like a real beta that was like 2 months ago to get input. I mean, I'm sure they soft tested it somewhere, but yeah, like I heard the camera angles are really bad. Like you could just be getting your ass beat by 2 dudes in a corner, and the camera angle will like fuck up and go around. You can't see who's beating you up, and then
just like real life.
Yeah, hopefully it's yeah. Hopefully they fix it and we can come back to it at one point because I was excited for that game. So
yeah,
I just want to talk about that real quick.
I'm very like. Oh, the word like confused with like these games with bullet sponges, having things be bullet sponges. Like, if I'm playing like an action game where I'm trying to kill an enemy, I want it to be like Halo, where if I'm accurate and doing the right thing, 5 shots at most and you're dead.
Yeah. When I watched
I like the speed.
It was like it's King of the Hill style, so it's basically you just sit on the point and you cap it. It's like Overwatch, it's like Halo in that essence, but it was just. Like, I think the guy I was watching on Steam, like on front page Steam, it was a developer stream. He did like 3 or 4 full rotations of his moveset before the one dude died. And the one dude had 3 guys attacking him. So it was like Josh said, it's literally just you mob on one dude. And as long as everybody's spamming all their moves on one dude, then you win the fight and you just move on. Like, it's just spam rotations on a single person until nobody's left. But... that's whatever. They could have done so many other things, but they'll learn. I mean, as soon as the player base drops. So,
I'd rather they wouldn't have bothered because I really like their single player games. So,
I'm just scared because they're a pretty good studio and they you know who their boss is now. So, what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with that boot real quick, but they'll be fine. Cause the new Senua game will come out and be fine and dope. So. But that's it for the week. Again, everything we talked about will be linked below, like any articles you want to read or anything like that. Definitely feel free to talk about any games you're excited for that we talked about as well. And we'll be here next week.
Do you want to make?
I have my weekly cheat code.
Yeah, we gotta do weekly cheat codes, and then Josh, you gotta make the official announcement.
Sure, announcements. Phil, what's up? Hit us with it.
Here, my weekly cheat code is. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, one of my favorite games of all time on the PlayStation 2. It is a way to level warp and get invulnerability. So if you want to pick up the game, run through it real quick. throw this cheat code right in when you're just as you start the game. You're gonna hold L1, R2, triangle left, and then press start, and it'll pop up for you to turn on invulnerability invulnerability mode, and then to level warp throughout the game. So, good way to do it if you don't feel like actually going through the game.
That's what's up. I'm excited about the third one for that. Maybe.
I'm looking forward to it.
I said maybe.
The trailer was awful. Like they did a really bad job with the trailer. But I mean, yeah, I love both of those games. The second one is on the PS2 is highly collectible. I mean, the PS2 version sells like a loose disc sells for like $30, complete in box 60 to 80.
I've never heard that term in popularity.
Highly collectible.
Yeah,
highly
collectible? It wasn't good. It wasn't fun. Motherfucker, it's highly collectible.
There are a lot of bad games that are highly collectible, but it is a really good game actually. So.
Okay, cool. But yeah, real quick before we're done here, next week, I know we talked about it a couple times now. We anime segment where we talk about anime coming out this spring, and we're gonna go over it, give it some grades, just talk about our excitement. Name pending. So name pending. We ain't got one yet. But when we
I
come
just
out
realized
with that,
now that we still don't have a name for it.
yeah,
we have
we'll figure
two
it out.
really good potentials.
Yeah, but if you're an anime fan, it's gonna be 100% anime, different cast, sort of. Not really.
Like a half cast.
Yeah, half cast. But we're just going to be talking about anime and what we're excited for. And if you're an anime fan, you definitely should tune in, and it'll be fun. But yeah, look forward to that next.
It's not going to be as fun or equal to as this stream.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Maybe
and then also, the month is ending, so episode 2 of Fetch Quest will probably come out next week. Because next week I will go over everything. I got a big box of about 32 games from a buddy of mine with the friends and family discount. I got a great rate for some
stole
of those games.
them?
No.
That's the 5-finger discount. Sorry.
At those prices.
Friends and family discount. I stole some of those for the prices. 2 of those games by themselves are worth what I paid for them.
Wow.
Whoa! But, all right, boys.
All right, everybody, and be sure to stick around. The stream's gonna end and then reboot as the after party starts up. We're gonna get some drinks, chill, cool down, and get it hot again. So thank you so much. See you next week.
Later. Bye.
Bye.